Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Big Club. Today, we are going to talk about self care, nurturing your inner self. So, in our fast paced world and even stressful kind of life at times, or sometimes, in some people, it could be every day. Taking time for self care is essential to prevent burnout, enhance productivity, and improve quality of life. Now, understanding self care and implementing the different types of self care, we can able to foster a healthier and more fulfilling lifestyle. Speaking about self-care, these are the practices and activities in which an individual, you and me, get involved in order to maintain and improve health and well-being. So this so-called self-care involves a taking a proactive steps to take care of ourselves. We have to be intentional in this. Now, we have six types of self care. The first one is physical self care. These activities involve regular exercise, adequate sleep, eating healthy, staying hydrated, regular medical checkups, looking after ourselves, going to the gym, take intentionally deciding to take protein so you can build good muscle so that you can look good for yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. So not only going to the gym, you could also have a good walk at the seaside, going for a walk, eating a balanced meal, getting an 8 hours of sleep, and even at times when you feel something unusual in your body and then you just immediately get it checked to the doctor, that's also another way of showing yourself that you are concerned and you love yourself. You don't have to wait for other people to tell you what to do. You are proactively caring for yourself physically. Another type of self care is emotional self care. So this involves recognizing and expressing emotions in a healthy manner. Not 100% because at times, we learn lessons. Sometimes we could be rude, sometimes we could be nice, but most importantly, we learn the lessons along the way. And part of this emotional self care is setting boundaries, engaging in hobbies, and talking to therapists or people whom you can trust, people who wants the best for you, who wants to see you getting better each time. Speaking about setting boundaries, so this involves, you know, keeping your standards. If you're not comfortable hanging out with those people, they could be your relatives or your friends or your workmates, then don't hang out with them because it's just gonna drain your energy and you feel that. You simply don't hang out with them. If you don't like to engage in small talks to these people or in times of the day because you're busy, then that put a boundary on it. Do not engage in small talk because you want to get things done, the important things, the important and urgent things. Get it done. Finish before your shift ends. So, examples of emotional self-care includes journaling, talking to a friend or your parents, your brothers and sisters, practicing mindfulness or meditation. So, as to me, as an example, I do journaling. When I have a hard time, times in the day, I just write it down in my journal, and if I was able to make a solution on that period of time, I just write it down. Otherwise, if it takes time for me to get over the feeling of being upset, I just write it down and do some plan some activities to get over it. What's the good thing about journaling is that you're overthinking about those negative stuff that happened to you in a day. And rather than keeping it untouchable, intangible in your mind, once you write it down on the journal, then there you go, you can touch it. And you can plan some implementations on how to solve it. And once you've let it plan, make sure to execute your plan. So that is the essence of journaling. Make your problems tangible so you can do something about it. You can touch it. It's on the paper. Your ideas going round and round for the entire day. Put it on the paper, plan something and then execute your plans. In terms of mindfulness, meditation could also be good. Concentrating on your thoughts. It's like disciplining, self-discipline, disciplining your thoughts. Like you're thinking about certain problems over and over again. You're just seeing your thoughts. You're just observing them, and then to the point that you'll be able to know the root of the problem. And knowing the root of the problem is one of the easiest way to really resolve the problem. Not necessarily that the problem could be the other person. Sometimes it could be us. It could be you. It could be me. When something terrible happened to me, not necessarily that it's 100% the fault of the other party. Sometimes I could be, I could contribute to that. Because in some point when we react, sometimes we fail to think about better solutions, and we end up into misunderstanding. That is why when you think about your problems and you own your mistakes, you feel accountable for it, then in that way you can make it up to the other party and then solve the problem, rather than resent the other party and run away from your problems, blame the other party. It isn't helpful at all, because the problem still stays there. It's pending. Now, another type of self-care is mental self-care. This involves engaging in activities that stimulate the mind, reducing stress, and practicing mindfulness, meditation. Like, for example, reading books, solving puzzles, practicing stress management techniques. Well, to some people, as I've observed, I work in the hospital, they read, and some of those people, which is funny, and I do admire it. Those elderly clients who are trying to still solving puzzles, even playing Sudoku. They have their own mini book of Sudoku. Gosh, I don't even know how to play that, and I feel like I don't know anything about Sudoku, which is fair enough because I'm not interested about it. But when I read the questions, what has to be done with Sudoku, I feel like I'm giving up. Just seeing problem number one. I want to go away from it because it's not my kind of thing. I'm not interested about it. But I admire those people who keep their brain working. In terms of reading books, whichever you prefer, you could read on those fiction books. Well, for me, I read self-help books, business books, money books, properties. Not necessarily that I have to read the entire book in one setting. Sometimes I just read 5 pages, 10 pages. When I'm too tired, I just read one topic from a chapter, and then that's it. It could be 1 page. Just simply showing up to myself that here you go, I read today, because I said to myself that I'm going to read every day. So I'm going to read. It's just I'm tired, but I'm still showing up. I'm reading, even if it's just one topic, 1 page, and I learn something from it. And that makes me feel good every day by merely just doing what I told myself I'm going to do. Not 100% that I've totally did it every day, but by merely showing up and committed to myself that I'm going to do it, it makes me feel good. I don't have to blame other people for those because I didn't complete my task for myself. No, I just simply show up, and that is my way. You could have a different way too, different standards, but I want to keep the consistency. And consistency is not necessarily 100% because we're just human. We're not robots. We just simply show up. Not 100%, but maybe today could be 15%, next day 50%, and then there you go, third day, because you have loads of energy, 100%. You did the task that you said you're going to do. Now, another type of self-care, which is number 4, social self-care. This is one of my favorites. Maintaining healthy relationships, spending time with loved ones, engaging in social activities like calling a friend, participating in a club, attending social gatherings with people you can be comfortable with, or meeting new people. You don't have to stay at home all day to protect yourself from triggers. You need to go out and learn. Just like, yes, consistency. Not necessarily that you're going to be 100%. Sometimes you are the lesson for the other people, other party. Sometimes you get the lesson. You learn the lesson. So you are the lesson sometimes. Sometimes you'll get the lesson out from what happened. Now, another type of self-care, spiritual self-care. Engaging in practices that nurture your spirit and provide a sense of purpose. Sense of purpose, yes. Absolutely, that is important. It's like, these are activities which involve meditation, prayer, spending time in nature, participating in religious activities, if you are interested about it. So, some people, including myself, when I feel like I'm too serious here at home, I just simply go out on the beach side and have a walk. Or I call my friends to walk with me there, and we can talk anything, whatever. Meditation. You can even spend time alone when you have problems. And then nature, just make sure that you're safe. You're not thinking about anything negative. So you can spend time with nature, beach sides. It helps you come up with new perspectives. Not necessarily that, you keep your ideas intact, like 100%, you're not going to change your mind. But when you change your environment, when you change your setting, you can actually come up with ideas, new perspectives, other than the original ideas for your, as a solution to your problems. You can come up with different options when you change your environment, and that's really great. That would make you feel good, other than talking to other people who have experience from your problem, and they can come up with a solution. You can make different options for yourself. Take advantage of those options. Pick the right option, the right solution for your problem, and then there you go. Execute. Another type of self-care, the last but not the least. Professional self-care, balancing work and life, setting career goals, continuing education, taking breaks, holidays, vacations, master's degree, pursuing professional development, taking vacation time. So that is boundaries, setting boundaries. You can even set boundaries with work hours. Sometimes you need to focus on those important and urgent things in a period of time within your shift that you don't want to get distracted by your staff, by other colleagues, because you need to get some things done so that you can be 100% yourself, intact at the end of the day, that you don't have to think about anything pending. Focus. Now, why is self-care important? It is crucial because it helps you prevent burnout. Especially when you practice those activities which reduce stress and prevent burnout, like meditation or spending time with nature, talking to a friend, anything that will help you avoid burnout. It could be different for different individuals. Self-care is important because it improves your physical health, and it even boosts your confidence. It will surely make you feel good. So especially when you're regularly going to the gym, you're eating healthy, proper nutrition, keep your body healthy, and you have no health issues, and whatever, even a small issues out from your body, you tackle it. You don't let any opportunity slip away in terms of taking good care of yourself, of your own body. And self-care is important because it enhances your mental health. It reduces your anxiety, improve your mood, and promote mental clarity. Clarity, yeah, that's right. You can think clearer. And when you think when your thinking is like kind of blurry, you know what to do. You might want to take some time, some space, or you might can ask people who are smarter than you to come up with different solutions. You can come up with different ideas, different options in order to solve the problem that you're facing. You can even go to a therapist if necessary. And self-care is important because it boosts your self-esteem. You know the way when you value yourself so much, when you love yourself so much, it increases your perception of self-worth about yourself. You love yourself first. You prioritize yourself first. And because of that, since you know your standards, you exactly teach teach other people how to treat you. And you cannot tolerate below your standards. And you can teach yourself how to negotiate to other people in order to get along with them. You take control of yourself, and you will you consider yourself as priceless. You don't settle for anything less. That is why when you love yourself, it'll be easier for you to get away from those toxic and ambivalent people. And once you love yourself, when you take care of yourself, it increases your productivity. Since you are well rested, less stress, you can be more productive. More things get done on your way, especially those important things. And you can able to make time for your health, for building your own empire, for your own wealth management, and most importantly, your relationships. You can make memories with your loved ones. You can always make time for them without regrets because you plan it out. That is your choice. Now, lastly, when you take good care of yourself, when you have a good amount of self-care, you can foster better relationships. Taking care of yourself can improve your interactions with others. You know how to respect them, love them, and care for them. You want them to get better as much as you want it for yourself. So how you take care of yourself, your relationship with yourself reflects your relationship to other people. So you don't take things for granted. Now, there are 8 tips how to develop a self-care plan. The first one is you have to assess your needs. Identify areas of your life that need more attention. Consider physical, emotional, mental, social, spiritual, and professional aspects. It could be physical. When you feel like you are already overweight or underweight, you do something about it. And as I've said earlier, when you feel something unusual in your body, have it checked immediately. Or in terms of your professional aspects, you can ask your boss for a raise, but you have to plan it out carefully. Or you can take some courses for continuing education so that you can get promoted. So it's up to you which areas of your life that you want to improve. Another thing is number 2, set goals. Define what you want to achieve with your self-care practices and make sure your goals are realistic and achievable. So, other than short-term goals, those short-term goals are meant to direct yourself towards your long-term goals. It could be your 3-year goal, 5-year goal, so that you can do something about it every day, which makes you feel good and better person. Doing something for yourself every day is brilliant. Lovely, ever. Number 3, make a schedule. Incorporate self-care activities into your daily or weekly routines. Consistency is the key. So, if you decided to be healthy, make sure that you eat healthy. When you go to the grocery, you pick healthy, and then you incorporate workout times in your schedule. It could be 3 to 4 times a week or twice a week, and the rest will be like brisk walking outside. It's up to you. You decide. And once again, consistency means not 100% every day. The key to it is commitment. Show up for yourself. Show up even though nobody's around. It all starts from that. Another thing, number 4, start small. Begin with small, manageable changes rather than overhauling your entire routine at once. So when you decided to work out, you could start working out merely walking outside with your dog or walking outside with your friend. Make a schedule. It could be 3 times a week, 2 times a week, every week. Consistency is a key. And then you finally decided to level it up. You might want to go for a walk on your day off 4 times a week, 5 times a week, even after work. So start small. And then after that, you want to build a good body, then you can finally start working out. And then you finally have a a goal for your biceps, then you decided to buy some protein supplements, eat healthy, high protein diet, and then it all starts with small things. Number 5, prioritize activities. Choose activities that you enjoy and provide the most benefit. Prioritize these in your schedules. In terms of health, it could be exercise, a good diet, wealth management. You have to look after your spending habits, save, invest well, and in your relationship, spend time with people who matters to you. Never forget to make time for them in your schedules. All right, as I've said earlier in my previous podcast, some people prioritize their schedules, but they never schedule their priorities. So if your family is your priority, make time with them. Prioritize them on your schedule. Number 6, stay flexible. Be open to adjusting your self-care plan as needed. Life changes, and so might your self-care needs. So that is why self-care is different to every individual. Sometimes when things happen, unexpected things happen. So you have to change your schedule. Sometimes you have to prioritize those important things which pop up on your way to your self-care activities. You have to insert some important stuff in your schedule, which you never done before. And in that way, you're going to grow. You're going to get better in managing yourself. And then managing your team, and then managing a company, and you can even start a business of your own. Number 7, seek support. Don't hesitate to ask help from friends, family, professionals. So if you're into building a good muscle, you can hire a professional trainer or a friend who's already been working out for months or years. Support system can play a crucial role in maintaining self-care. And lastly, evaluate regularly by journal or by simply just, you can, like weight loss, you can buy your own weighing scale. So that reflects your entire diet as well as your effort in working out. So you could even ask your significant others, your mom, your dad, your spouse, how are you in your, if you have anger issues, how are you in your anger management, interventions? Seek feedback. And then you evaluate yourself, and then you come up with a new intervention, newly improved intervention to improve yourself. Periodically review your self-care plan to see what's working and what isn't, and make adjustments. And that's how you grow. And always listen to your body. Pay attention to signs of fatigue, stress, or burnout. Learn to say no. That is setting boundary. So once you say no to this, you say yes to your priorities. So practice saying no. No means yes to what's important to you. Take breaks, during your work or daily activities to recharge your energy. Stay connected with the people you love. Maintain healthy social connections for emotional support, and practice gratitude. Always be thankful about what's going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything happens for a reason, and it's going to help you grow more. Focus on positive aspects of your life to enhance your mood. Even the negative aspects. Negative aspects, you're gonna learn from it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about the good things in life. But learning from the bad things, negative things, that will make you better and relentless and resilient ever. Now, by understanding the different types of self-care and implementing a personal self-care plan, you can significantly improve your overall well-being and quality of life. And that is the key, the reason, the purpose of our episode today. So if you're happy about the content today, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club. I do appreciate your time, and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.